name is the obsessed compulsive game of the O.C.G. And I'm playing Jak And Daxter. First Legacy, hopefully I'm live. I tried to go live before, but it froze. And it was a problem with the game. So, I'm starting over because I didn't have any progress saved. Yeah, sorry, man. It was a soft crash. It was the game. Doesn't surprise me, because Sly Cooper, when they first brought it to the PS Store, had some issues. The new emulator they're using is, still relatively new. It's only been out for 6 months. They're still working the kinks out. You know what I mean? So, and if it's a soft crash, it's usually the game. You know what I mean? So, and this came out the 10th. Yeah, the 10th. So this new version is 3 days old. So, but now that I'm on the topic, it really fucking sucks that we'll never get we have yet to get the best version of Jak And Daxter on modern consoles. Cause see, the PS4 version of Jak And Daxter, and by extension the new PS5 version, both emulate the PS2 version, okay? But on PS3, the HD collection has a lot of graphical upgrades that's not in any of the other versions. In particular, draw distance. So, like, if you look right there, you see the ground, you see how it's all super blurry till the camera gets right up on it? On Jak And Daxter HD for PS3, they push the draw distance out all the way to the horizon, basically eliminating any pop-in. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The PS3 version is by far the best, and has a bunch of graphical upgrades this doesn't have. But, so... But, oh well, I was only in the original cutscene, so it's all good.
I have spent my life searching.
Also, the PS3 version has fucking subtitles.
And my father's
the original Jak And Daxter didn't have subtitles. And then they added in the HD collection.
The vast monoliths that litter our planet. How did they harness eco, the life energy of the world? What was their purpose? I
don't know why, I just have a problem with games not having subtitles.
They vanish.
I actually have pretty good hearing, but
the plants have asked the rocks.
It just makes sure I can see it and read it and know exactly what was said, you know what I mean? I hate it when games don't have subtitles.
Recall. Every bone in my body tells me that the answers rest on the shoulders of a young boy. Oblivious to his destiny.
Thank you for watching, I really appreciate you.
Search for truth and rejecting of my guidance. And why would he want to listen to old Samus the Sage anyway? I'm only the master of great ego, one of the wisest men on the planet. So it seems the answer.
But finally, due to this version having the ability to remap controls, I can finally fix the fucking camera. One of the big complaints that people have had with Jak And Daxter for ages, that pisses people off, I mean me too, but you get used to it, is left and right are swapped on Jak And Daxter. And I fucking hate it, and there was no way to change it. Now you can swap it around. But I'm actually one of those weirdos that plays with down is up is down, inverted y-axis, or invert y, and I constantly got shit from people for that.
With but a small act of disobedience.
Jack, old green stuff told us not to come here.
You know why they do that, right, Alex? Because it's like a throttle on an airplane. You push down to go up, push up to go down. Okay, so you of all people should be invert Y. Bitch! I'm more of an aviator on PS2 games and games than you are.
continue your search for artifacts and eco. If the locals possess precursor items, you know what to do.
Deal harshly with anybody who strays from the village. We will attack it in due time.
I kind of wish Goal and Mia were in more games, honestly. They're great villains in this. It would be cool for them to come back in some other form.
What are we doing here anyway, Jak? This place gives me the creeps.
I just always play better with the inverted Y.
Huh?
I used to play it normally, and then my dad,
What is that, dog?
yeah, I can't get behind that.
Look friendly. The sage yaks on about the precursors that built this place up.
But my father plays with the inverted Y, and at first I thought it was crazy because when I was a little kid I used to play normal, and then I'm like, oh, I'll try it to see, and I've always played better with it reverse.
Now I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy, but if you ask me, they must have been real losers. Wow! How did you do that? I think we're in trouble!
Alex, can I tell you something really cool about the plot from later Jak games?
Man, that stung! I told you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened! What? Okay.
So this whole game is called the Precursor Legacy. They're looking for the precursors. You see all the precursor technology, like, who were they, where did they come from? They never explain what they were in this game. In Jak and Daxter 3, they revealed that Daxter's a precursor. And the precursors are a bunch of people like Daxter.
I'm fine.
They're little ossels. They just were super technologically gifted and they left due to the asshole from Jak 2 and 3. And Daxter thought he was cursed, but it turns out that there's like a 1 in a million chance when you fall into Dark Eco that you'll get transformed into a precursor. Most people just die. So, you know how in this game you fall into Dark Eco, you die? That's the normal reaction. So Daxter thought, oh my god, I was lucky. He actually got super fucking lucky. And what's funny is he actually, yeah, exactly, yeah. It's good to see you, DJ. One of the coolest plot developments in Jak 3 is he gets to make a wish. The precursors will grant you anything within reason. It just depends. So, like, you think Daxter's gonna wish to be human again, but he actually just wishes for a pair of pants. Throughout Jak 2 and 3, he's like, you know what I miss about being a human? A nice pair of pants. And he gets fucking blue jean pants and wears them for the rest of the series. It's fucking awesome.
What in green tarnation do you two want?
I was...
Don't tell me. Instead of heeding my wisdom, the two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go. Misty Island.
That's right, and then...
And, Daxter, you finally took a much-needed bath, but in a bathtub filled with Dark Eco.
Look, old man, are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping, because in my professional opinion, the change is an improvement. And besides...
Actually, I'll say this one thing about this game that's so amazing, is how fucking expressive the character models are. This game came out in 2001, this had some of the best character animations in gaming.
There's only one person who has studied Dark Eco long enough to have a chance at returning you to your previous form. Carl Acheron, the Sage. But he lives far to the north. Far, far to the north. Nobody has spoken to him in ages. I would teleport you there, but I can't do that either. None of the 3 sages that maintain the other teleporter gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor metal. You can't just walk through it.
But you could fly over it if you had a zoomer equipped with a heat shield. I just happen to be working on such a thing at this very moment. All I would need is 20 power cells to give it enough energy to withstand the canyon's heat.
I love Daxter.
Yes, Kira, that might work. But where are a boy and a half going to get 20 power cells?
From the villagers. Most of them have a power cell or two stashed away somewhere. And even if they aren't willing to just give them away, greasing their palms with a few precursor orbs should do the trick. And I bet there are even more of them out in the wilds just waiting for some adventurer to find.
Well, we've got the brave adventurer.
Brave adventurer? You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before you do anything else, you better go through the warp gate and get some practice on Geyser Rock.
We won't find any more of that dark eco stuff.
One of the best Daxter lines in the whole series.
Because I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
Get in there before I turn you both into ferns.
I love that. We're not gonna find any more Dark Eco in there, are we? Because I hate to fall in the second time and turn into you! It's just the best. But yeah, I'm gonna remap the camera controls to be the right way. Let me see. Oh, that's so good. But you see here...
This device is a communicator. With it, my father and I can give you advice at any time during your quest.
But you see here, okay, so, this is what I mean. It seems like a small thing, but this is one of the main things that the PS3 version of Jak And Daxter does, which is why it's still the best version. You see the ground? How all the ground that's not right next to me looks blurry as fuck? And only when the camera's like really close to the ground does it load in. Jak And Daxter on PS3 completely removes that. And it displays all of that stuff at full quality no matter how far you are away from it. It massively improves the draw distance and makes a huge difference. Hold on one second. There's a trophy for this. I forgot there's a new trophy list. Travel to the Blue Eagle platform in 12 or fewer jumps in Geyser Rock. Do they mean like from when you start out? Okay, if I have to. Yeah, it does.
This device is a communicator. With it, my father and I can give you advice at any time during your quest. These floating egg-shaped things are precursor orbs. Collect enough of them, and some of the villagers will give you a power cell in exchange.
Oh fuck, I'd say for them just putting the PS3 version on PS4 and PS5. It's the best version, it still is. Because, the PS3 version of the Jak trilogy was done by Bluepoint, who obviously Bluepoint knows their shit. And they made all these upgrades to the graphics and draw distance and shit like that that just have never been carried over because every other time they bought it, they just emulated the PS2 version.
Power cell, the most important precursor artifact you can find. You need to collect 20 of these so I can power the heat shield for your A-Grab zoomer.
I mean, it's not a nitpick. I mean, the game is content complete. It still looks good. It's just like, I want the best version to be playable. You know what I mean? I love the animations that Daxter does. Oh. Hold on a second. Hello?
My thing has been delivered. I think it's at the mailbox.
Okay, Mom. I will go out there in a minute.
Okay.
Alright, love you.
Thank you. Love you,
Bye. I gotta get the mail here in a bit from my mom. Yeah, it does.
Hey, you found one of my scout flies. I sent 7.
Like, I'm not saying the original game looks bad. I'm just saying, if you were gonna choose a classic game that had multiple versions to bring to modern platforms, wouldn't you choose the best version? I would. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, does that make sense? Like, it's not like I hate this version. I mean, it is the original, but if you're gonna pick a version of all the versions to bring, you'd typically bring the best one. At least I fucking would.
One of them to each area to look for power cells, but the lurkers must have captured them all.
yeah!
Wow! That last scoutfly had a power cell. I'll bet if you collect
Yeah, emulation is. But if they actually made a port, it wouldn't be emulation.
all 7 in each area,
You see what I'm saying?
even more power cells.
That's Blue Eco, which contains the energy of motion. Blue Eco allows you to run fast.
That's what I mean. Like, I'm not asking for them to emulate the PS3 version. I'm asking for them to make a new port and just use the PS3 version as the base.
Precursor artifacts when you get near them.
Then it wouldn't be emulating it, and it would be no problem. But it seems like Sony has just fucking forgotten about Jak And Daxter, so what are you gonna do?
Notice how each Blue Eco cluster you pick up increases the time you can use its power. This is a precursor door. It can only be opened by approaching the door while channeling Blue Eco through your body.
I mean, I get it that Naughty Dog doesn't want to do Jak And Daxter. They did, you know, like 4 games for like 10 years. But god damn it, let somebody else do fucking Jak And Daxter.
That's a Blue Eco vent. More
Especially now that the Astrobot came out. Astrobot was a Sony-made traditional platformer, the type of game Sony hasn't made in years or a decade or more. And it did incredibly well, outdid sales expectations, and won Game of the Year at the Game Awards. So, you know, platformers are back in a big way, 3D platformers. So now would be the time to bring back Jak And Daxter. I'm just saying.
concentrated than the floating clusters. This vent will give you a full charge of Blue Eco, letting you use it for the maximum time.
Yeah.
Good work. The Blue Eco caused the door to open. With Blue Eco, you can breathe energy into all kinds of precursor artifacts that have lain dormant for years.
I didn't think it was gonna win either. I thought for sure it would be Veilguard or some bullshit.
Those little green balls of energy on the ground are a type of eco.
Although personally, I think for me, thus far, my game of the year is probably Silent Hill 2 Remake.
To increase your health. You can jump once, then jump again in the air to reach even higher ledges.
Okay, hold on one second. There's the trophy to get to a green eco platform, and it says 12 jumps or less. I need to Google that trophy because I'm not sure when they're talking about. Let me see, where is it? Okay, let me Google it because it's pissing me off. I'm not sure what exactly they were talking about. Oh, okay, apparently there's a YouTube video. Let me see real quickly. Because there's plenty of yeah. I guess we're about to see. sorry, I'm just trying to make sure I get this.
The crouching punch. To do the crouching punch, all you have to do is hold L1, R1 and press square. And it's literally as easy as... But I found a very easy method to get this, and all you have to do is use the crouching punch. For some reason, the crouching punch doesn't count as a jump, even though you're launched into the air. So, all you have to do is place the...
Hooray! You found all of the power cells on the
Okay.
island. Come. Back to the warp gate.
Now let me rewind to when I first came on the island. Okay, because that's when you have to get it. Okay. And I made a save state after I finished the island.
This device is a communicator. With it, my father and I can give you advice at any time during your quest. These floating egg-shaped things are precursor orbs. Collect enough of them, and some of the villagers will give you a power cell in exchange.
Apparently doing this doesn't count, which is hilarious.
This is a power cell, the most important precursor artifact you can find. You need to collect 20 of these so I can power the heat shield for your egg lab zoomer.
I'm not punching, I'm uppercutting.
Blue eco, which contains the energy of motion.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not jumping, I'm uppercutting.
Break boxes and even activate some precursor artifacts when you get near them.
Yeah! Yeah!
This is a precursor door. It can only be opened by approaching the door while channeling blue eco through your body.
That's a blue eco vent. More concentrated than the floating clusters. This vent
Yeah!
is in charge of blue
Yeah.
eco, letting you
We
use it
didn't know it.
for
We didn't know it at the time, but it turns out that that's where we got the yas. It started out as ya, and then it became something yas. So Jak and Daxter's to blame.
Good work! The blue eco caused the door to open. With blue eco, you can breathe energy into all kinds of precursor artifacts that have lain dormant for years. Those little green balls of energy on the ground are a type of eco. Pick up 50 small green ecos, or one big green one to increase your health. You can jump once, then jump again in the air to reach even higher ledges.
Oh, the things that we do for trophies. Okay, I got it. Now let me load my save state that I made.
Back to the warp gates.
Now let me check and make sure I got everything here. No, there's 50 precursor. Okay, I'll make sure I have to get that first and try to get 100%.
Hurry up!
Ah, there we go. Bam! enemy's doing such
Good
weapons.
training, boys.
That
That's
enemy's doing
nothing
something.
compared to the challenges that lie ahead.
And no problem. We got the moves, AJ. We'd love to stay and chat, Big Green, but we're itching to get on with our adventures.
Fine, fine. Adventure away then. And while you're out adventuring, why don't you make yourself useful? My darn green eco-collectors are clogged up again. Head out to the far side of the beach and clear them out, why don't you? Follow the lamps. They'll take you right there. Now, all of you, get out of here!
Hey, baby. What do you say you and I go cruising on this A-Grand Zoo?
Rule number 1, I don't date animals.
Ah, you don't know what you're missing.
Listen, if you need something to keep you busy, my father always talked about an ancient precursor pipeline hidden deep underground. Some of these pipes end in vents from which eco flows freely, and some have been capped off so that the eco is sealed back. There must be a way to turn the capped vents on. I traced part of the pipeline back to the Forbidden Temple. Maybe you should look there for some type of switch.
I love all the characters in this game. You know, and like that's what I love about Daxter. If they didn't do him right, he would come off as fucking creepy.
Maybe we should go root out the fishing. I heard he was in the jungle fishing by the lower river.
Like they always make sure Daxter, you know, he's raunchy, but he never comes off as a sleazeball. And that's an important thing. He's still likable.
Hey! It looks like scout flies are always in red.
Oh man, dude, it's so good. It's so good. Dude, oh man, you gotta play fucking Daxter. It's so good. And you can play it for free, dude. It's you have PS Premium.
Monster sightings through the village. Now this. See those gears up there, boys? See them? See how they're not moving? That means our village has no power. The eco beam coming from the jungle temple has been interrupted. And boys, everyone's too frightened to go out and find out what's happened.
Did you pay the bill?
Yeah. Oh, you're funny. Now look, if you two fix the eco beam, I'll give you a power cell. Oh, and another thing, if by any chance you're interested in making a contribution to my re-election campaign, I might be willing to part with yet another power cell. The minimum contribution is a very modest 90 precursor orbs. Back already? And without fixing the eco beams? Your village needs you, boys!
Dude, all the characters in this game are so memorable. Like, every single white person in this town is memorable.
Well, hello there, my dear boy.
My dear boy.
A most inopportune moment. I was to set off on my journey yesterday, but I seem to be a spot short on the old precursor ore.
It really is.
I would have pledged my word that I had 90 of them. But I gather that your young friend, you know, the little annoying, miserably ugly one, might have just pilfered them as a sort of a spot of fun. Anyway, would you be kind enough to loan your dear old uncle 90 precursor orbs so he can get underway? I would offer you a power cell in return.
Oh my god, I love this guy. Little dude!
Hey! Little furry dude! I thought for a moment you were my muse.
You're what?
Haven't you ever seen a muse before? It's a little glowing swirl about your size, full of
How's it going, Steph?
crazy as a lark.
Oh, I get it. Like a sidekick.
As a matter of fact, without my muse, I just can't sculpt. But with her around, I see beauty in everything, you know? Right now, I couldn't chisel my way out of a box. I think she ran away to that misty island. I just hope she's all right. It's worth a power cell if you bring her back to me.
Wait a minute. We are not going back to Misty Island. Are we?
No, we are not going back to this island. Are we? I love that, man. Like, Daxter really fucking carries this game's story. Because I mean, Jack doesn't talk. I'm okay, man. Just getting by. Take it one day at a time.
What? You don't have the full stash? Well, any less than 90 precursor orbs, and I shan't have a chance to get underway, dear boy.
Like, I knew I didn't have enough. I just want to see if he had unique dialogue.
Did you see the size of the bite that lurker shark took out of the fisherman's boat? We best stay way clear of them. I don't think we can tackle a creature that dag nasty.
Yeah. Trust me, you don't want her to register you as an intruder. She seems small and cute, but she's not. She's absolutely... Yeah, pretty much. Hold on a second. Yeah, it's not... 1 second, I'll be right back. My cat's in here, so I need to see what the fuck the dog's barking at. It's always my cat. What's up? Okay, there's a maintenance guy looking around doing a routine inspection, but Soka, he's a stranger, so she's flipping her shit.
Oh my, what a horrible sick bird.
You don't look so so good yourself, lady.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were a spotted orange-bellied rainflake. You know, yesterday I saw some terribly vicious creatures capture a mother floodflap near the beach. Now there's this poor little orphan egg sitting in a nest at the top of the cliff, and I can't get to it. If you could climb up there and push it off, I've piled some hay down at the base to catch it safely. Do an old lady a favor, and I'll give you a power cell.
No, I'm still trying to figure that out, dude. It's not easy when we're all living in different time zones. I'll try to clear out some time for tomorrow, man.
What a weird-looking thing! I bet we can get this open if you power up with that zappy blue eco stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, GTA 5 is huge. Well, online, I mean.
Wow! Check out that funky sculpture sitting on the rocks over there. This must be a precursor oracle like the sage always goes on about. I hope they weren't as ugly in person.
Who awakens the oracle? Wait, one of you has the light within. From before time, I have watched and waited for the true hero to return. Present to me 120 precursor orbs for each power cell I contain.
We scrounged enough orbs to trade for a power cell. Let's get back and make the switch already. All right! You found all the scout flies in this area.
Gotta milk those yak cows. Gotta milk those yak cows. Oh, it's you. Oh, just resting my tired bones. I've been trying to get those unreal yak cows back into the pen all day. Some strange creatures tried to steal them earlier. You think you could help an old man trying to get them back into the corral?
I love that. It's like the answer to getting back in the corral is animal abuse. You're getting back in that pen whether you like it or not. They're about to yak around and find out. He's so good at yak herding, they should call this game series Jak And Daxter. Yak and you. I thought that was all of them. Is there another one around here somewhere? Son of a bitch. Yakking off. You know what their favorite band is? Nickel Yak. Baby Cognac, you can blame it all on me. I tell you that I'm sorry.
That lazy farmer owes us a power cell. Let's
If if fucking Max was here, he'd tell them to yak themselves.
Oh, well done, my boy. You actually got those free bags back into the pen. Now I can sleep in peace. Take this power cell for your trouble.
Ah.
That pelican just snagged a power cell. Let's go kick some big bird butt.
What's up?
I need the mail.
Alright, I love you, bye. Alright, I've gotta get the mail. I will be right back. I'm just gonna take a short break to do that.